Happy Monday. I hope you did well on your test Friday. And we are starting chapter 10 today, lesson 1. So no longer chapter 9, moving on to chapter 10. Today we are talking about parts of a number. So if we look right here at this visual, it says you can use bar diagrams to help find parts of a number. So right here we have a 16 and it looks like we are separating it into fourths. So that means we're going to do 4 sections. Let's look at our example, and this diagram will make a little bit more sense. It says, draw it. Leah threw 16 pitches in the first inning of the softball game. Of the pitches she threw, 3/4 of them were strikes. Whoa, she is fancy. How many strikes did she throw in the first inning? So we have to find 3/4 of 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a diagram or a bar diagram. This is going to be 16 in all, and we're going to put it into 4 sections. Then in our brain, we're going to think, what is 16 divided by 4 sections? It's going to be 4, right? Because 4 times 4 is 16. So each part or each section of this bar diagram is 4 pitches. Then we have to find 3/4. So as you can see, we're then going to count or add what 3/4 of this would be. So 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12. So we can determine that she threw 12 strikes. How amazing is that? So we can look and see that we did in fact divide it into 4s. So we can put 4 equal sections, which represents 4 pitches for each section. Then, just like we added out loud, 4 plus 4 is 12, and 3/4 of 16 is 12. Leah threw 12 strikes. So when we are drawing these bar diagrams, they really just help us to visually see splitting or chunking or dividing our whole number by a fraction. And this is going to help us with later lessons within this chapter. Let's look at example or try it. For example 2, it says find 1/3 of 15, use a bar diagram. Okay, so our whole number is going to represent the total amount. So we're going to write 15 up top. And we're putting it into 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. Now in my mind, I need to think 15 divided by 3, 5. So each section is going to represent 5. So since the denominator is a 3, that is the number that we divide by to get our number within each section. So we are going to do 3 equal sections. Each section represents 5. We just discussed that. It says use the diagram to determine 1/3 of 1/5, or excuse me, of 1 of 15. So if you look at this, 1/3, one section out of 3 whole pieces is 5. So 1/3 of 15 is 5. Our answer is 5. You can cross this part out. We already talked about it. Now let's try 2 examples. So it says 12 times 1/2 equals what? Well, my whole section equals 12. I'm dividing by 2. My bottom number tells me how many sections I need to split. My denominator determines how many sections I need to split my whole bar diagram into. So make sure, so I have 2 as my denominator. I have 2 sections in my bar diagram. Okay, so 12 is my whole number. 12 divided by 2 gives me 6 in each. I need 1/2 is 6. Let's look at number 4. We have 2/3 of 15. Remember, denominator determines how many sections I split this bar into. 1, 2, 3. I have 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And now this tells me I have 2/3. So 1, 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 is our answer. Let's look at one more. So for these ones, you're going to have to draw your own diagram. I'm going to start by drawing a long rectangle. I look at my denominator. I need 3 sections. And my whole number that I'm dividing it by is 18. Okay, so 18 divided by 3, 6, right? So I'm going to put 6 in each one. And then I need to determine how many, my top number tells me how many sections I need to count. In this case, I need to count 2. 1, 2. 6 plus 6 is 12 for my answer for number 5. I would like you to finish this page 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Turn it in and have a fabulous virtual Monday. Any questions, comments, concerns, please send me a message through Google